All right, and we are back with a new episode of Real in the Field, and we are here in Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner. Super Bowl is upon us. The stage has been set, and already there's been a lot of news. There's been some distractions. There's been some crazy stuff going on that's football, not football related. You got Patrick Mahomes' dad just getting after it.
Third DUI.
Number three.
Yeah, but the reports are saying that he's going to be okay to go to the game.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need.
Yeah.
Go get hammered at the game.
Whoa, that's you. You said that. Yeah. So he's good to go. The guys have been at the venue or in Vegas all week.
Yeah.
So they're doing interviews. They're doing little shows. They're doing all the all the lead up. They're doing it all.
It is leading up to it. I mean, I think I've talked about this in episodes past. Being around that atmosphere, it's crazy that the couple weeks leading up to the Super Bowl, there's distractions everywhere. There's parties everywhere. The town is like going crazy.
Especially Vegas.
In Vegas, yeah.
Yikes.
So when the Rams were in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, there's just always something to do. They have these events. It's just such a big event that there's so many things just planned around it. I feel like they try to kind of capture that lightning in a bottle. It's not very often that you get to go to the Super Bowl. It's part of it. It's the
dog and pony show. But what team can handle that, the distractions, and kind of stay focused? I know that the 49ers were complaining that their practice field at UNLV, the turf was bad.
Oh, really?
It was too soft. They didn't like it.
Yeah.
Gosh, by the time this episode comes out, there's going to be 50 other stories of other things that other distractions and things going on.
So how do you dial in? I mean, in those moments, like what would you, like how do you get your guys like dialed in and put all the distractions aside and get them focused on the game? You're a coaching in that game. What would you do?
You make it regimented, and you very much put that schedule out. And these guys do it. They put the schedule out in front of them. Hey, we have to be here for interviews.
Yeah.
After interviews, we're gonna go eat together. We're gonna practice. We're gonna have our meetings. We're gonna do this. And they're pros, so they should know this. But at the same time, they're human beings, and there's like a little bit of that distraction of like, hey man, this is like kind of cool, which is great. Take it in.
Yeah.
You don't always go to the Super Bowl. You don't always win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So like, take it in, enjoy it is what they're telling the guys probably, and just but be a pro. Like, don't let the distractions get too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we were gonna say Niners Chiefs, what team is dealing the best with the distractions?
Oh, well, so Patrick Mahomes has been there. So he's played at that higher level. Brock Purdy last season, he hasn't been to this level. I would say, I mean, just for the fact that they've been there plenty of times, like you're comfortable, You're a lot more comfortable than I think Brock Purdy is. If you're going to just take pressure and what they're expecting to go into this game, I think Brock Purdy has a lot more riding on it. And I think because of that, the bright lights and being on this big stage and having all this, on him, I think would affect him a lot more than it would, Patrick Mahomes, where this is just regular Sunday. Having said that, how much does his dad getting a DUI kind of mess things up?
I mean, it can't be good. You know what I mean? I don't know. It can't be great. I know their receiver Tony's like kind of a distraction a little bit. He was like making comments and doing weird things. I don't know, but it's that expectation. The Chiefs expect to be there, right? And so Patrick Mahomes is probably leading the way and telling the guys like, yeah, this is what we do. Like, this is expectation.
Yeah.
Where maybe the Niners are like, hey, we have, it's been a couple of years. We're here again.
Yeah.
We're playing the Chiefs again. And maybe they're a little bit more, the moment's pretty big for them. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But that expectation level now. So the distraction level and now expectations. Like, what do you as a organization expect?
It's tough. I mean, the fan base is all, I mean, both fan bases want this so bad. I think the Niners, I would give the edge to the Niners just because the Chiefs have been there recently and won recently. So there isn't that same hunger, there isn't that same desperation. I think San Francisco and their fan base they're rabid. They want it. They haven't won a Super Bowl in however many years. I think they're itching for it.
Yeah.
So if I were to say, expectation wise, plus, I mean, you look at like Brock Purdy and how much is riding on this game. He's Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. His postseason hasn't been all that great. He hasn't played well.
Yeah, the last game, the scrambles were the I don't know, X factor or whatever you want to call it. So he showed up. He showed up for those. He showed up in those
moments. Yeah. If you were just to kind of collectively take what he's done in this postseason, and it hasn't been great. Now that could all change in the Super Bowl. Everyone forgets about all those other games if you go out and win yourself a Super Bowl.
Yeah, man.
So I think for him, he doesn't have a long history that he can. Just kind of like revert to like Mahomes can.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Mahomes has kind of proven himself to be an elite quarterback and a winning quarterback.
He's chasing Tom.
He's chasing Tom. And look, he's doing a pretty good job at his age to get where he's at. I think Brock Purdy being that's the narrative right now is Brock Purdy is he's a manager. He's not, he's a game manager. He's not someone who's going to go out and win you games, although he's already proven that he can.
Yeah.
He's made some mistakes and he's gotten his team into some difficult positions, but the defense has, kind of rallied around him, and that's been the big, I think, if you were to just kind of take the X factor, that the defense has been they've been instrumental in getting him back into a winning, like where he can win a game.
Yeah.
And he's done his part too. But it's, if that's going to, hopefully, he doesn't get himself in that position in the Super Bowl, because I don't think Patrick Mahomes is a guy that you want to give up some mistakes to.
No, it's not.
That guy does not let you. He's not forgiving. He'll take those mistakes and he'll run with them for sure.
Yeah, I think Mahomes. Yeah, the guy. He's not gonna let the Niners like kind of breathe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're gonna keep their foot on the gas and keep it going and be a constant like pressure. So with Brock Purdy. I feel bad for Brock in the sense that he gets that label of the game manager thing.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, it used to be like, oh, he's a system quarterback.
Right.
Oh, he's only, or he's just a runner, or he can only throw, like, it's just the low hanging fruit of like making a comment on a quarterback guy, like, because he's not flashy or he doesn't do this. But like the quarterback's job is to distribute the ball to the guys who make plays.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey makes plays. Kittle makes plays. Debo makes plays, and all he has to do is get them the ball. That is that guy's job. Ball.
Yeah,
right.
And
you might not like it the way it looks.
Yeah,
and Patrick does more probably with less.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
He's more flashy, and the things that he does are
he creates.
Yeah, but look, checking down on a 3rd and 2, and you're having your running back get you 4 yards to get the first down isn't flashy, but it's a first down nonetheless.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. So I mean that if we were to say the quarterback head-to-head battle, I think you would have to give the edge to Mahomes, experience and creativity.
Right.
But not to take away from Brock. That's what I would.
I think that's fair. Yeah. And I think until Brock Purdy, I don't think he's going to be that quarterback that is, flashy and gets it, like drives it down the field going crazy.
Dude, he made some like falling throws the other, last week against Detroit. So he's not, he's figuring it out maybe.
He's figured it out, and he makes his throws, and like it's like the Tim Duncan. It's like it's not flashy. It's just all
fundamentals.
Fundamentals. Hit that backboard, and in the end, when you look at the stats, it's like, oh yeah, this guy's racked up some points here, and maybe it wasn't done in a real flashy, Kobe kind of way, but hey, a win's a win, and
for sure,
if they can walk away with that, and Brock Purdy can be the one, at the helm, getting them there. I think he'll have proven a lot of the naysayers. But it's so it'll be in Vegas. I don't know if you've seen like the helmets that they've been putting on that dome, that big, I forget what it's called.
The sphere
the
thing?
Sphere, yeah. They've got, I feel like if I go in there at some point and watch like a concert, I just get vertigo and just like throw up. I don't know if I could handle it.
Dude, the UFC, Dana White said he's like, we're going to have a venue. We're going to have an event there one day. Yeah, that's like one of his goals. But that's side note. So speaking of venue, they're playing indoors.
Yeah.
Okay, at the Allegiant Stadium, the Death Star, whatever they call it, right? So playing indoors, comfortable.
Yeah.
No wind, no elements,
snow.
nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. There is the team that's closest to the venue. Okay. Has won majority of the Super Bowls.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I'm not a geography guy, but I'm pretty sure San Francisco to Vegas is a whole hell of a lot closer.
Dude, as the crow flies, that's like maybe like
right then
a 2-hour flight maybe.
Right, and then coming from friggin' Kansas City. So
yeah,
I mean, if you go with that logic, the Niners have an edge.
They got an edge
there.
But Kansas City also has the flag, their flag that's buried underneath the stadium. Supposedly,
is that true or is that a myth?
I mean,
I've seen conflicting.
I've seen conflicting ones as well. I think just the fact that it's there gives it like there's like a little bit of like a
there's a picture there. Yeah,
just the fact that it could possibly be there gives them, it kind of nullifies that one. You know what I mean? Right. So whoever had the edge with the proximity, it's nullified with.
Okay, perfect. No, it's a wash. It's a wash. I like it. Okay, next factor I want to talk about is coaching.
Coaching, right?
Okay, we talked about last week. Andy Reid is underrated.
For sure, yeah.
Underrated. He always has some creative plays, matchups, motion here, unbalance here, whatever it may be.
He's got, talk about a game manager. He's got ways of putting his guys in the best position, both offensively and defensively, to be successful.
Yes.
Like you said, putting guys in motion, getting the matchup that they want. Yeah, absolutely.
I see his creativity being more creative than Shanahan's for the Niners.
You think he'll be a little bit more conservative? You think
well, I think if you give Andy Reid 2 weeks to kind of go on the whiteboard and just draw things up, I think the guy's going to come up with some right? Remember against the Eagles, they ran motion down and then went back out. The Kelsey ran that banana route. He was wide open. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Niners are going to see plays that they have never seen on film before. Right. So I'm going to check that box for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Of like creativity. There.
Yeah. Exploiting the defense in ways to get their guys open, and then conversely, shutting down that offense, that high octane offense, finding an answer for those.
Yes.
I mean, how do you game plan against that? Who do you game plan against McCaffrey? Like, sure, you could stack the box. You can do everything that you can possibly think of to get like to nullify that offense, but in the end, those dudes are dudes, and they're just going to come out.
But the Chiefs' defensive line always seems to show up in the crucial moment.
Yeah, regular season, they were kind of, I don't know, they were beyond the bend, don't break. They were just like, we're
going to outscore you.
Yeah, that was it. But in the playoffs, they've been, I mean, that game against Baltimore to shut down, that was partially because Baltimore came out with a very bizarre game plan, but nevertheless, like they still held Lamar Jackson to practically nothing in rushing, and his, I don't know what his passing yards offhand, but yeah, they held him to low numbers.
So they did that to the Ravens.
Yeah.
They beat Josh Allen and the Bills.
Yeah.
Right? So I think the Chiefs' defense is probably pretty hot. I think they're going to get after Brock Purdy. I don't think they're going to let him sit back there. And
they blitz. They are
going to bring it.
Yeah.
And they'll mix in their coverages. They'll run some man. They'll run some zone stuff. Dude, I don't know. But coaching-wise, getting the guys ready just by an X's and O's.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the Chiefs the edge.
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball. the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm going to give them that part.
In a long time, I can't recall a Super Bowl that's more kind of divided or more, it could go either way. I mean, it might come down to whoever has the ball last and who's going to have. I can see Patrick Mahomes.
Or a field goal.
I could see Patrick Mahomes just like, because he has a way of just like holding on to the ball, getting first downs, extending plays, doing everything to get just, hold on to it. And if he has the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead, man, I don't see him making bad mistakes, turning things over. And I just see him finding a way to get that first down. If it comes down to, the fourth quarter and they have a little bit of an edge, if they're up by just even a small margin, I think they just hold on to it. He finds ways of holding on to leads and just keeping with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it turns into like a battle, if it turns into Patrick Mahomes needing to make a drive to come back, I might give it to the Niners. That's like tough, and that's what I'm saying. Like in a long time, I haven't been so like it could go either way. Like this is like a really tough matchup.
I mean, giving the edge either way. I know the Niners offense was ranked number 1. And, and the Chiefs D was ranked number 7 or you know what I mean,
something like that.
And all that stuff. But I think you can kind of put all that to the side.
Yeah.
Just for this game, because there's not a huge discrepancy. It's not like they're number 1 and they're number 25. You know what I'm saying? Like it's within reach of a handful of yards. The Chiefs are putting up like 363 yards a game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like that's
no,
legit.
they're averaging
you know what I mean? So, I mean, offense, defense, special teams. It's
man,
it could be a wash. It could. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it'll be a good back and forth for sure. And with the superstars that they have. Christian McCaffrey. We haven't seen McCaffrey in this situation before. He showed up in the playoffs, I mean,
he had a nice stiff arm and run up the sideline.
Yeah. Dude, I do love watching that guy. I love watching that guy run. He's a stud.
Plays hard, man.
He does, really hard. For sure. I mean, for me, like, I don't know who I would prefer to win, because it's kind of like, I mean, we knew going into this was going to be a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of game. It's a game that, like, all right, if the Chiefs end up winning, add another Super Bowl to their collection, and good for you guys. Go and celebrate. If the Niners win, somewhat, add another collection. They've kind of have a pedigree of
they
winning.
sure do.
And also, their fans are just hard to. It's hard to be around.
Well, the Niners are favored. Okay, it opened. They were favored by 2.5. I think it's dropped down to 2. It might change by the time this comes out, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
bets are being placed, but it's somewhere between 2 and 2.5. So they are the favorites.
Yeah,
like the Niners literally are the favorites.
A good reason. They got like amazing defense. I'll be interested to see what they dial in or dial up to get a hold of both Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Because those two, every play, Travis Kelce is always open no matter what. No matter what you do, no matter who you match up against them, who are they going to match him up against that is going to put them in a position where they're going to be able to shut him down? He's going to get his yards no matter what.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a bend, don't break? Let him, give him his yards. Don't give up any deep plays. You know what I mean?
Do you remember when the Chiefs lost to Tom Brady and Tampa Bay?
Yep.
The Tampa Bay defense kind of reminds me of the 49er defense of this year.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just flying around, just being aggressive.
Yeah, like a D-line that just plays hard. Bosa, like those dudes, like get after it, right?
Yeah.
However, they rush up the field a lot. Chiefs could come with some counter and some other stuff. You know what I mean? Like Andy Reid's not done, dude. He's gonna use your stuff against you. But I don't know. Just the Niner vibe on D gave me that same vibe of watching Tampa Bay, dude. And those dudes shut down Patrick Mahomes.
He was running for his life
in the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah, every single play he was running for his life. I mean, he was so uncomfortable, and typically Patrick Mahomes uncomfortable, it could still afford you some points. It'll still get you some points.
He's comfortable being uncomfortable.
He's comfortable. Yeah, he's comfortable in the pocket. He's comfortable getting, going outside of the pocket, feeling some pressure. he has a way of just always kind of dipping, dodging, ducking, and getting out of the way of whatever.
Duck, dip, dive,
yeah.
and dodge.
So he's always been comfortable, but that game against Tampa Bay, it just like he couldn't make anything happen. If you're seeing signs of that, it's gonna be might be a tough day for Patrick Mahomes.
All right, drum roll.
Predictions.
With all that being said, where are you at?
I'm so torn, man. I'm so torn of what I would prefer and what I think will ultimately happen.
You can give your head and your heart pick if you want.
Okay, so because that's the thing is because my heart doesn't want any of them. You know, here, how about this? I'll pick with my ass.
Whatever you want to pick with.
Yeah. So I mean, I would prefer that the Chiefs win only because I just can't see like the Niners winning. I know that's like they're in the same conference. They're in the same division. They're in the NFC West, and so it should bring back a title and keep it in here. I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. That
doesn't matter, yeah.
It's like not anything that really moves the needle in that regard. So I couldn't care less about that part. But I don't know if I want to see Patrick Mahomes win another one, and I don't know if I want to see what's going to happen like with Taylor Swift coming down on the field after the game ends to see her man hoisting up the Lombardi trophy. If she touches the Lombardi trophy, do you know what I'm saying? Like if we see that, it's gonna be weird.
I guarantee it.
She is.
I guarantee it. If they win,
she gonna kiss it, leave some lipstick on it.
Probably. She'll probably sing to it or something.
So for that reason, I feel like for that reason I would prefer San Francisco. But I think my dislike for San Francisco is just so deeply.
Is it clouding your?
Yeah, it's just so deeply rooted, and just being at games, at Rams games, and seeing the fans and the way that they are, and I'm gonna go Chiefs. I'll just go Chiefs.
All right, there we go. Okay.
What do you got?
All right. So I thought the Chiefs were going to lose to the Bills.
Yeah.
I thought it was Josh Allen's time.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. I thought Lamar Jackson would have been able to slay the dragon, and he did not. The Swift storyline.
Yeah.
The Patrick Mahomes chasing the GOAT status. The guy's proven me wrong time and time again. So this time I'm not going to bet against him.
If you can't beat him, join
I can't bet against him. I'm taking Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs in a close one.
Yeah.
Like 3-ish range. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I don't know how they're gonna get it done, but every time I pick against the guy, he makes me look like an idiot. So I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah, I think it's like fuel. It adds fuel to his fire. You know what I mean? Like when he's like when he
listens to our.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's for sure a listener. He's listened to this absolutely. But it like the naysayers and hearing people say that they're not going to do it. I'm sure just like adds fuel to his fire.
Yeah.
But it's going to be. I mean, regardless, I think it's going to be a good suit. You never know what you're going to get. It's like from the first snap can kind of like dictate a lot. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That soon as like that, as soon as that kickoff happens, it's like everything is all the analyzing and all of everything just goes out the window, and it's just
it does eventually come down to just playing football.
Playing football, that's it.
Yep.
And so this Sunday it'll be just those guys going against each other, those teams playing football and figuring out how the chess match against one another, what defense they're going to dial up, what offense they're going to run. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a good one.
And in the end, dude's got to make plays.
Dude's got to make plays. That's it. I mean, we're going to, obviously put some money on this game at some point. And there's a ton of betting that's going to be going on. We'll get into that into this next segment.
That's right. We got 10 wacky ones we need to go over.
We'll go over because there's always like some fun ones. So we'll go over that in this next segment after this break, and we'll be back after this. All right, this episode is brought to you by Pro West Electrical. Pro West Electrical is owned by our friend who we went to high school with, Anthony Sabasco. He's got over 15 years of electrical experience. His company does panel replacement, do recessed lighting. They actually did all the electrical and the recessed lighting in my house. They do switches, EV chargers, Ring doorbell. They'll change a light bulb in your house if you want them to, if you pay them to.
That's right. And you can visit their website, prowestelectrical.net, or you give them a call, 714-306-1570.
Pro West Electrical, powering up your world. All right, and we are back from break. All right, J. Mitch. We talked about before the break going into some bets here. So what's Vegas looking like?
Here we go. Some wacky Super Bowl bets. They're not all of them are all that wacky, but just some things for us to have some fun with. So first one, just straightforward. Does Taylor Swift make a guest appearance and perform with Usher at the halftime show?
Oh, Taylor Swift make an appearance. Well, she has, from what I've heard, she has a show in like Tokyo that night or day, whatever. I don't know what the time change, what time of day it is. I would assume midnight. So she's got to make her way all the way back here. I don't know if she's going to make kickoff. So
She doesn't need to make kickoff. She just needs to be there by halftime.
yeah, but you got to do like sound check. You got to do, you got to do a dress rehearsal and all of that. I'd say no. I think it's like probably physically impossible for her to like get on stage at halftime. She'll be lucky if she's like in a box.
Think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna mark you down with a no.
I'm putting no. Well, you think she's gonna make it? She's gonna hop on stage?
I wouldn't put it past the NFL to like do that.
Well, I think
however, I would feel terrible for Usher because that would just take away Usher's.
Yeah.
But every year, there's usually somebody who performs with the person.
Oh, right.
Rihanna's stipulation last year was that she had to do it by herself.
Oh, right.
Right, remember that?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
If I had to guess, like just thinking about some of the songs that he has,
Yeah.
I would say Alicia Keys is more likely because he has that My Boo song. I think she's likely to come on. I feel like Alicia Keys is a strong one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of me wouldn't put it past the NFL to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, dude, but I mean, you got to get her to commit to that. Look at how much her concerts bring in, like for like the tickets.
Okay.
Like it's a whole like production. She would be doing them a huge favor by going up, and it might be kind of distracting. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if she would do that to her guy. You know what I mean?
To her boo.
Yeah, because dude, how would you feel? Your girl's up there, like you're out here, like whether you're up or down, like your girl's out there just kind of shaking it for everybody to see. You know what I mean?
She's wearing clothes, bro.
Well, I mean, like she's out there having a good time, and you're out here going to work.
All right, I'm
feel
with
like
you. I'm gonna say no.
Side note, I am kind of. I think the Usher pick was like not bad. I'm not mad at it.
Oh,
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
No, and I don't know if our listeners remember, but last year after the Super Bowl, I told a story of how they were going to try to get Post Malone.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was the first one to say that prediction. But they didn't get Post Malone to do halftime, but he is going to sing what's one of the songs in the beforehand? Not the national anthem, but it's like America the Beautiful,
right,
or
yeah.
One of those songs. He's doing one of those. So
gotcha. Yeah.
I wasn't.
I think that
too far
counts.
off.
I'll give you credit for that.
I wasn't too far off.
He was somewhere in the Super Bowl realm, so yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay, so we're both going with no on T Swift performs with Usher.
I'm gonna go no.
Okay, number 2. If Kansas City wins, does Kelsey propose on the field? Yes or no?
Man, I would say that's really strong. Yeah, if they win, I could for sure seeing that be the case.
I'm gonna give it a yes also.
I don't know, like if this is like out there or whatever. I really do think that they're in love. I think that it's like they are a cute couple.
I don't doubt it.
And I think that they like, maybe because he was all kind of talking about her beforehand. Some people have kind of talked about them being it's like a whole conspiracy of them just like promoting like business or whatever. I don't buy it. I think they do. I think he's about her and I think she's about him.
I agree with you. And I know we put out some shorts and some reels and we're getting some pushback already.
Oh, we got haters, dude.
We do have haters.
That is a good a sign that you're doing something right. When you got some haters.
Here's my only issue. She's getting attention at a football event.
Yeah.
When she has nothing to do with football except that her boyfriend, not her husband, her boyfriend, plays football. That's my only issue.
Right.
Okay. If this was a concert and I'm not taking away her Grammys or anything, dude. She can write songs and she is amazingly talented.
Right.
But this is football. That's all.
Well, hold on. But if they were married, does that change?
Well, yeah. Then you've kind of earned it.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been dating for a couple months.
Yeah.
And you're getting all this attention, and I just feel like it's too much, too soon. Like, dude, how many boyfriends has she gone through? How many songs have we listened to about like some dude, right?
Right. I mean, look.
Just saying.
No.
Just
Hey, no. What do they call it? Slut shaming? No slut shaming. Hey,
Not at all.
she has her boyfriends. You got to kiss a lot of frogs, right, to find your prince.
Everyone's got a past, dude.
Hey,
it's
maybe
no,
she
it's no
has.
big deal, dude. Like, I get that, but
Maybe she's kissed enough frogs, and now she's found her prince, and dude, maybe they'll ride off into the sunset.
maybe it'll
At
happen.
the end of the game, when the Chiefs win and he proposes, I don't know. It would be.
I'll eat my words. I'll eat crow or whatever they say. Okay. All right. Next one. Who wins the toss? The Chiefs or the Niners? I did put on here heads or tails, but sometimes they just do
the commemorative coin.
Yeah, they just do the
Right,
coin
right.
that has the logo on it. So who's winning the toss?
If Patrick Mahomes is out there, the coin will definitely fall his way. So yes, if Patrick Mahomes is calling it. If it's the kickers, because sometimes they do, just send out the long snapper out there.
Yeah, that's true. They do that.
Then I'll go San Francisco.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with your first one. I'm going to go KC. You put KC. I'll go Niners. We'll just be opposite on that one.
Yeah.
How about that? Okay. Next one. Good old Reba McEntire is singing the national anthem.
Oh, old Reba.
Yeah. So over or under national anthem time of 1:43. What does Reba do?
43.
Does she put her own little like flavor on it and go a little long, or she keep it traditional, keeps that same tone and tempo?
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like she's been out of the limelight for long enough to where she might just try and stretch it out a little bit.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Little like maybe like a little like dramatic pause, just to kind of like build it up.
The crowd.
Right.
Going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like the old timer. Because it's like if you're someone new, you're just gonna kind of go through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's gonna try
Just
and
hit the mark
relish
and
it.
get out.
Yeah. Hit your mark, get out. Try not to forget the lyrics. Get on with it. But with her, I feel like she's been on that stage enough and hasn't been back on it. She'll just try and stretch it out a little bit longer.
So you're going to say over 143.
I say over 143, yeah.
I'm with you on it. I think she's going to... You convince me. But I think she'll keep it like good and classy and, and traditional, but
I think it'll be like if they can't if you don't count the pauses, because I think there's gonna be a good long pause. You know what I mean?
The second I hear it, I'm gonna hit it.
Timer, boom, hit it.
Okay, so we both get to the over there. Next one, the first commercial. Okay, so after the game starts,
Kickoff. Okay.
Yeah, kickoff. Right. So the first commercial. What company?
Oh, what company?
I got two guesses.
Okay, I feel like there might be a chip. I'll go chip. Okay.
Okay. Chips.
I'll go chip. I mean, the easy one is Doritos.
I can just give you chips.
Oh, I'll take just chips. Yeah.
Because you could go
Tostitos,
right?
Yeah, you go.
Okay, so I got two.
Okay.
Okay. The first one, Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin', wow.
Just saying Dunkin'.
They're doing a national push
I don't know.
get those donuts out.
I saw something. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if those guys came out, And the next one I think would be a company that isn't like a household name. but it'd be some
Oh.
like investment company or somebody, and they would throw out like a dramatic, serious commercial right off the bat with like a road and a car, and like, oh, you're investing in
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
Oh, that's a prime spot.
Yeah.
You're getting your money's worth there.
So I'm saying Dunkin'
Everyone's
or
eyes are
investment.
still on there, and everyone's waiting for that first commercial. That's like prime spot, prime slot.
Yeah.
Oof.
So there's my two. So,
Yeah.
but I'll give you all the chips.
Yeah, I'll go chips.
Okay. Next one. Over under 4.5 crotch grabs by Usher.
Oh. He's not a crotch grabby kind of guy unless he's kind of invoking some like MJ, which he might. He might like pay a little homage to MJ with the crotch grab or two.
Is he more of a ab rubber guy?
Yeah. I mean, he's more of a. I mean, he kind of keeps it like loosey goosey and just kind of goes all over the place. But I don't know if he's a dude. After the whole Janet Jackson fiasco, I feel like any private parts area is like off limits. I think he would get like a slap on the wrist or or get shut down. I feel like they probably vet his whole like act before it goes on.
Right, but
I'm gonna go under. Maybe he'll do one as an homage to MJ.
Okay.
Because MJ, that would be a good one if he did a MJ, like when MJ did
Montage?
his. No, not a montage, but like when he came on and he just kind of stood there like stoically with his glasses. If he did something like that,
like a tribute.
yeah, a tribute to MJ, maybe one crotch grab, but I think that would be the top. So I'll go under.
I think 4.5 is a lot, even for
Yeah,
a performer. Now you're throwing Super Bowl in there.
yeah,
So I'll go under also.
yeah. If you think about like how many, like even MJ at his, in his prime, I don't think he was averaging 4 crotch grabs a session or
was he?
I do. Yeah, of his own.
hey. All right, here we go. Next one. First to score. You can give me a player.
Oh.
And was it a pass or a run?
I think it would make sense that McCaffrey scores.
Okay.
So if you play out that scenario, if Patrick Mahomes wins a coin flip, defers, gives it to San Francisco goes down, drives it down the field. McCaffrey breaks one, gets within gets to the 5-yard line and then hits it.
So you're going McCaffrey run?
McCaffrey run. Yeah.
All right.
Power.
All right.
Yeah.
A little power G off
Power
tackle.
G,
I love
yep.
it. I'm going to write that in there.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going Pacheco for the Chiefs, also on a run.
Okay.
So I could see the Chiefs driving down,
Yeah.
get super close, balls on like the 2 or 3,
Yeah.
just a quick handoff,
Quick handoff,
dive,
get him
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. So
There's
I'm
a
gonna
lot,
go
dude.
Pacheco
There's a
run.
lot of emotion. Like you see him play with just like so much intensity. Those first few drives, it starts to settle, second half. But
Them
dude,
jitters.
it's like boom, bang. Like you can
Yeah.
see the first like couple series just breaking off like 20-yard runs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So that's the first to score. Who's going to be the last to score? You could just give me the team if you want, or a player. I'm gonna go just the team. I'm gonna say the 49ers are gonna score last,
Okay.
but it's gonna be too late.
Oh, just some garbage. They need to make a score. Need
Yeah.
2 scores to win, or
Yeah.
need 2 scores to tie.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, I'll go Kansas City scores last, and just holds them
Okay.
and comes out with the dub.
Okay. 2 more. What is the color of the Gatorade that's going to get poured on the winning coach?
Orange for sure. Put your money on it.
Dude, that's what I wrote
Orange.
down already.
Yeah,
That's what I already wrote down.
There's some reason like you'll never see red Gatorade on the field ever. I don't know. Like it feels like it's like
Both teams are red, though.
I know, but it's more of like I feel like they look at red Gatorade as like not as healthy as orange. I'm telling you, like orange just seems like it's
you could
like
be onto something. I don't know.
like I feel like even if it's like a subconscious thing, when they're pulling out the packs of which one to make, They're probably like
the big old stick, the
yeah,
big old storage stick.
Yeah, well, we can't do cherry. That's like too, that's too like candy-y. Like go orange. It's in the name. It's a fruit. This is a fruit Gatorade. You know what I mean?
All right, dude, I'm with you. I picked orange.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I'm with you. Last one, up in the stands. Just Jason Kelsey keep his shirt on.
Oh man, not after how much
Well, in Buffalo, he was partying hard.
Right.
And the Bills Mafia, he like embraced that.
Right.
Took the shirt off.
Right.
Then he would like look like he was on restriction last week.
Oh, he got
the Ravens.
He got
right?
the
He probably got a little talking to by the
yeah, by
the
his old lady.
But this is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think if the Rams, I think if the Chiefs pull it out and win, I think that shirt's coming off. He's letting those bad boys fly.
I am with you. That shirt is coming off, especially if his brother scores.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever. Dude, that shirt is coming off. It's spinning.
Yeah.
He's gonna get shown on TV. That shirt is off.
Yeah, it's coming off. Dude, what's the over under on how many times Taylor Swift's going to be shown in the stands?
Number 11.
Yeah.
We're gonna add it right now.
Okay.
T Swift camera shots.
It's going to be
Over under. I think we set it at. Okay. Does the pre-show like count?
No, it's got to be live.
Is it literally when the game starts? So like in-game shots.
Right. Yeah,
in-game shots.
In-game, yeah.
In-game
It's gotta be
shots?
in-game. Yeah.
I'll set it at 4.5 or 5.5.
That is being very generous, and I'll definitely take the over because they're gonna. This is the Super Bowl. This is the most watched game of the year.
You want me to move it to 6.5?
You'd be probably better off going 7, and that'd be more. Are you kidding me? Like,
Okay, let's do this. T Swift camera shots only after the game starts.
yeah.
I'm gonna set it at 6.5.
All right. Yeah, I'll still take the over on that for sure.
I'm gonna take the under. It's gonna be 6.
6.
Yep.
All right.
I'm taking the under.
All right.
All the people on YouTube who are commenting, she's talented. I get it. It's not her wheelhouse. It's not her realm.
Yeah.
And she's getting a lot of attention for not doing anything in the football world. That's the only thing
I think you just struck a chord with the bangs comment. I think they were more defensive about the bangs. Yeah. And
they don't look good. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I'm Prince Charming over here, but
yeah,
I'm just saying that's just my opinion on the bangs.
no, I got you.
Okay, but like, how many chicks can really pull off bangs?
Yeah, it's few and far between for sure. It's a specific look, and I don't know. I think all these girls are just queening it and just have her, no matter what she does.
Yes, queening it. You sound like my 15-year-old nieces.
Oh geez.
Oh my God, slay queen. They say all that stuff. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right.
Well, those are the picks.
There's 11 of them.
Super Bowl weekend. It's upon us. It's around the corner. Before you know it, it'll all be set in stone. It'll be put in the history books, and we'll know.
We'll see what
forever.
we got right, and what we got wrong, and what we did good on our picks. See if we were right on our expectations, distractions, our offense, defense. We'll see. Coaching. We'll see who outcoaches who.
See That's exciting. Who's got the chess moves and who's going to put those pieces in place. All right. Well,
enjoy the game.
Yeah, enjoy the game.
Hopefully it's not a dud.
Give us your predictions if you like. Put them in the comment section. Let us know what you think about it. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We're not going to do real estate stuff this time. This is a purely Super Bowl episode, and we'll come back after the Super Bowl, maybe hungover on Monday, and figure out how to go through all of this and see how our predictions were. In the meantime, like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning into the show, and we'll be back next week. Thanks always to Blake Means for the theme music too.
Don't forget that.
Don't forget that. All right, we'll see you guys next week for another episode.